Welcome back, everybody. Today we are going to go over a couple of different examples about what we call same side interior angles. And with same side interior angles, we're going to start to see this pattern that holds true, and that is that same side interior angles are supplementary. In other words, they add up to 180 degrees. But before we get into that, we're going to do a couple of examples just using two steps with angle pairs that we already know. So starting with this first example here, we're trying to find this angle measure, and we are given 81 degrees. Well, right off the bat, kind of where my eye goes, is that this angle is the top right angle for the bottom half of this diagram. And I know that the top right angle in the top half of the diagram is corresponding with 81. So these two are corresponding. And because they are corresponding, I know that they have to be congruent. So if this bottom angle is 81 degrees, then this up here must also be 81 degrees. And now I can use that along with my question mark angle because these two make a line. So because 81 and x make a line, I know that they are supplementary, which means they have to add up to 180 degrees. And then from here, it just becomes a solve for x problem. So I just subtract 81 from both sides. So x is going to equal 99 for this example. Same sort of idea over here. I'll use a different angle pair this time. So if I'm looking at this angle right here, 76 degrees, I'm going to find its alternate interior, which is this angle over here. I know it's alternate interior because they are in between the parallel lines and because one is on top of the transversal and one is on bottom of the transversal. So because these two angles are alternate interiors, I know that they are also congruent. So if I have a 76 degree angle right here, this also needs to be 76 degrees. And then again, just like the last problem, I see that these two angles are forming a line. So I know that 76 plus x must equal 180 degrees because they're supplementary since they formed a line. Now I just subtract 76 from both sides and I get 104 for x, and then I'm done there. Now, we could do that every single time we're trying to find these angles, or we can just introduce a new vocab word, because what do we notice about 99 and 81 degrees, and what do we notice about 104 and 76 degrees? Well, if we add 99 and 81, we're going to get 180. If we add these two, we're going to get 180. So just kind of like I said before, same side interior angles are supplementary. And as soon as we know this, now we kind of save ourselves an extra step. We don't have to set up and find a third angle. We can just work with these two angles here because we recognize interior means they are inside the parallel lines. This time they are on the same side of my transversal. They are both on the right hand side, unlike the alternate interior where one will be on the left side. So from there, I can just start by writing my equation. I know I'm going to take 80, I'm going to add 4 plus 16x. I'm just adding these two angles together, and they have to equal 180 degrees because they are supplementary. And now I just go through and combine my like terms. So 80 plus 4 is 84. I leave 16x alone, equals 180. Now, my next step is I'm going to subtract 84 from both sides. So I get 16x equals 96. And then I undo times 16 by dividing by 16. So x equals 6 for this problem. We'll go ahead and do just one more real quick. So here again, I have two angles. Both of them are inside the parallel lines, and they are on the same side of my transversal. This is an indication that I have same side interior angles. What do we know about same side interior angles? They are supplementary, which means they add to 180. So as soon as I know all of that, now I can go through. I'm going to add both of my angles. So my first angle, x plus 57. I'm going to add my second angle, x plus 117. Now I know that they must combine to give me 180 degrees. And so now I just go through and combine my like terms. So 57 plus 117 is going to give me 174. X plus x is going to give me a 2x. So 2x plus 174 equals 180. Subtract 174 from both sides. We have 2x equals 6. Last step is divide by 2 on both sides, so we get x equals 3. And if you were to plug that back into both of those expressions, you would find that those two angles do in fact add up to 180 degrees. My top angle is going to be 60 degrees, and the bottom angle is going to be 120, which they are in fact supplementary. Please let me know if you have any other questions. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and until next time, see ya.